We all consider the whole India as a family, irrespective of their religion. But is it necessary to have same law for all members of this family? Or by avoiding this, we are just continuously hurting our unity and country's secularism? Every political parties have different viewpoints regarding this law. So today we are going to discuss about the UCC, Uniform Civil Code, the law which waits decades to be in force. If we talk about the roots of UCC, these are in the DPSPs, Directive Principles of State Policy, Part 4 of the Indian Constitution. The idea of DPSP was borrowed from the Irish Constitution. Here under Article 44, the state shall endeavour to secure a uniform civil code for its citizens, which comes under liberal intellectual principles. But now here the question arises, what UCC actually is? So the idea behind the UCC is to have a common set of laws governing personal matters such as marriage, divorce, inheritance and adoption for all citizens, irrespective of the religious affiliations. Friends, let me make it very clear that it was not added after the commencement of our constitution through amendment, and though it is not mandatory, but it clearly reflects the thinking of our constitution makers. They don't directly add the term secularism in the constitution, but they add such things to make it secular and alive. There are several challenges in implementing UCC. Like the very first challenge is that it may hurt people because of diverse personal laws and customary practices. Because India is a country of diverse religion, cultures and traditions. Each community has its own parameters. Moreover, many personal laws are not documented but are based on oral or written sources that are often ambiguous or contradictory. Number 2. Political parties and resistance from religious and minority groups. By this, political parties would get a chance to create fear of communal disharmony in public because they fear that UCC would impose a majoritarian or homogeneous law which they consider it somewhere as the attack on their existence of their culture. They also argue that UCC would violate their constitutional rights under Article 25, which guarantees the freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion. Awareness and difficulties in application of UCC. It would require a wide consultation and participation of various stakeholders, including religious leaders, legal experts, women's organizations, etc. It would also require a robust mechanism of enforcement and awareness to ensure compliance and acceptance of UCC by the people. And now if we talk about the implications of Uniform Civil Code on personal laws, the very first benefit we get is the protection of vulnerable section of society and brings gender justice and equality, which was the dream of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar ji, by removing the discrimination and oppression faced by women under various personal laws. It would also empower women to challenge the patriarchal and regressive practices that violate their fundamental rights. Number 2. It helps in simplification and rationalization of the legal system by removing the complexities and contradictions of multiple personal laws. It would harmonize the civil and criminal laws by removing the anomalies and loopholes and make the law more accessible and understandable for the common people. Number 3. It helps to develop the feeling of unity, nationalism and develop as a nation by creating a common identity and sense of belonging among all citizens. Number 4. Modernization and reform of outdated and regressive practices. It would eliminate the practices that are against human rights and values enshrined in the Constitution of India, such as triple talaq, polygamy, child marriage, etc. So all in all, the step to implement the UCC is very good because it will help every segment of society to come at the same position. But for that, government must be cautious as there are chances of riot due to unawareness. So before passing bill for UCC, every national party should come forward and clarify their viewpoints without provoking the public. In fact, government already opened a portal in which public themselves can participate in the survey and give their viewpoints regarding UCC. To visit the website, you can check the link in the description box given below. I also want to know your viewpoints regarding UCC in the comment section.